I wanted to come on here real quick to say that I wasn't really sure about the whole Instagram thing, but I have been totally overwhelmed by the amount of messages, DMs, blue hearts, good memories that have been coming my way. And I just wanted to say a huge thank you to every one of you. I cannot respond to every message, but I am reading them all. I did not expect that, and I'm really, really grateful. So thank you.
All right. Remember her? Marina Granovskaia, the queen. So she sent this message to Chelsea fans for the love and support. She's not working for Chelsea anymore, but she's still a blue. Blue in heart, and she got blue blood in her. You can't take that away from her. She still comes to Stamford Bridge occasionally to watch some games. She's one of us. Regardless of what you think about Marina Granovskaia, you have just to respect her. Listen, I'm not a big fan of Marina. Everybody knows about it. I'm not going to flip-flop just because she sent a message or just because she left Chelsea and you have to follow the popular opinion. No, I wasn't. I think Michael Emenalo was forced out of the door so Marina can take the power and control everything at Chelsea. And since Emenalo left Chelsea, we went really in big crisis in terms of getting good target at Chelsea Football Club, because Marina actually refused to deal with Jorge Mendes, Mino Raiola, you know, those big agent, superstar agent, they got superstar players. And she was only dealing with, few of them, her own agent to bring certain category of players like Zappa Costa and whatever. Because you couldn't get Haaland, you don't want to talk to Mino Raiola. You can't get Joao Felix because you don't want to talk to Jorge Mendes for some reasons. So I think a lot of issues were since Emenalo left Chelsea Football Club. The guy who built Cobham on his own, built the best academy in the world, brought the best players in the world in a very cheap price. A lot of respect, even though some people try to blame Emenalo for the crisis at Chelsea Football Club. It's just ignorance. They don't know anything about what is happening. It's just about pointing fingers to somebody. But Emenalo deserves respect. Marina also deserves a lot of respect for what she did. Because regardless of bad dealings, regardless of awful transfers, regardless of us losing a lot of money every single season, the end of the day, when you win a trophy, you forget about everything. So because every single season we were winning trophies, we don't care about how we lost money, because Abramovich is going to, write another check and pay all our debt. So it's not even a problem, because the boss is going to just cover all the losses. And everybody is going to remember, oh, she sold Eden Hazard for 150 million. What? How much money we lost? How much money we lost on Danny Drinkwater? How much money we lost on Morata, Kepa, Bracadabra? How much money we gave Malangsa on salary, 120k a week? How much money we gave on Lukaku, 350? So if you go to the details, you will see that the narrative on social media is just the vibes. What people are copying and repeating is what you're going to repeat, because you want to be part of that conversation, but you don't know the details about the conversation. Is, oh, she's the queen, she's the best in the world. Black or white, it's over, she's the best in the world. If you go to the details, you will find out a lot of stuff. Even today, Chelsea are struggling with investigations from FIFA, UEFA, FA, Premier League because of some dark dealings during Marina Granovskaia reigns. But let's forget about it, because we won titles. Respect, Queen. Thank you so much for your message. You are one of us. We're not gonna let you down just because, you know, you left the club. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below, my friend, if you want to help the channel. It doesn't cost anything. It's gonna take you just 1 second to help your brother out with YouTube algorithm. Let's try to get 1,000 likes. I really don't like to give this kind of messages. I just want people to do it naturally. But on YouTube, if you don't ask, you don't get anything. You might spend 4 or 5 hours editing a video. If you don't ask somebody to spend 1 second to help the channel, they don't do it. So let's do it. Let's get to 1,000 likes if we can. Let's move on from the Queen Marina. And Chelsea been linked with Serhou, Guirassy. Oh, everybody knows him. He's like a 27, almost 20 years old. He plays in Germany, blah, blah, blah. Everybody knows about it. He's the definition of a late bloomer, just like Didier Drogba. Didier Drogba didn't go to any academy. He came from the street in France, playing in the neighborhood, and then boom, he made it to the 2nd division in France. And somehow, because it was a lot of injuries at Marseille, and then Marseille took a big gamble to bring him, and they brought Didier Drogba for 1 season, and he was immense. He's a legend for playing 1 season in Marseille because of the passion. Beyond football, Didier Drogba got that aura, okay? That he's gonna infect everybody around him because of the aura, the character, you know, his power. The guy who ended the war in his own country, Ivory Coast. He's from Ivory Coast, but he grew up in France. That's the difference, right? So this guy here, Guirassy, is also a late boomer because, you know, he was in France. I was watching Reims and some other teams that he was playing there. It wasn't like a wow kind of a player, but okay player in a certain level. And when he moved to Germany, all of a sudden, he had an amazing season last season. Unstoppable. Challenging somebody like Harry Kane, you know, to a certain extent, of course, because Harry Kane is Harry Kane. But you got the point I'm trying to make here. So, not the age that the new owners are looking for, but we bought Abramovic Chelsea, who is almost the same age as Guirassy, so it doesn't apply anymore. The age limit doesn't apply anymore at Chelsea. My only fear that I have is many strikers from Germany, they struggle to adapt in other leagues. And some average strikers from other leagues, when they go to the Bundesliga, they perform very good. I'm talking from experience. Colomwani, in France, he was just an average player, or even below average. He moved to Germany. He was one of the best over there. And then they brought him back to France with PSG. He was awful, probably his worst season ever since he started playing football. So, you see, Joelinton, he was killing it in Germany. He came to Newcastle United the first season, the second season was awful. It took Eddie Howe a lot of time and changed him even the position in order for him to start even performing good. Luka Jovic, remember him? When he completely destroyed Chelsea in Europa League under Mauricio Sarri, and everybody wanted to buy him at Chelsea. Unfortunately, we were under a transfer ban and we couldn't buy him. But it turned out to be a blessing because the guy didn't do good at Real Madrid. He went to Fiorentina, didn't do good. AC Milan want to sign him on permanent, but just as a squad player. Timo Werner, remember him? In Germany, awesome. At Chelsea, awful. Sebastian Haller, also in Germany, top class. Come to the Premier League with West Ham. the rest is history. I think Moyes don't really develop strikers, though. That is another case, but I'm trying just to give you an example here of many strikers that came to the Premier League or went to other leagues and struggled from Germany. But there are also exceptions, like Erling Haaland. He's just a class of his own. You can't even put him among men because he's not a human. There are some, exceptions here and there, but overall, even Bobby Firmino, remember him when he moved from Germany to Liverpool? He struggled for years, and even Klopp had to kind of adjust his position and tell him not to score. Let's just be there, allow other people to score. So, I don't know. I'm not very sure about Guirassy, but if Chelsea goes for him, 15 million only, temporarily, he got the size, he got the skills, and probably he might do good at Chelsea Football Club. I'm going to keep an open mind, but I just told you what I think in my level. I might not be right. Let's continue very, very quickly. Gary Neville attacked Cucurella today before even the game. He tried to blame him for failure. You know, like if Spain are going to fail in this Euros, it's because of Marc Cucurella. But the end of the game, my friend, Cucurella was literally the man of the match. The blocks that he made, the defensive work, offensive work, immense. He was world class today with Spain, and somebody like Gary Neville, who failed as a manager in Spain, can't teach anybody a lesson of football. This guy always likes to talk about Chelsea because it attracts attention. It's a business for him. He's going to have a lot of views and he's going to get paid a lot of money. So this guy needs to stay away from Chelsea, labeled as, $1 billion borrowed job. When Chelsea sent some players in Saudi, he came out and said that investigation need to start immediately because this is money laundry. But when Manchester United managed to sell some players to Saudi, all of a sudden he doesn't say anything. So anything that has to do with Chelsea, this guy is going to open his big mouth to try to sabotage my club. I have enough of this clown. This is a joke that I made. Remember, Brighton just signed a 31 years old from Germany. He's an American though. He was born in Houston, Texas. So he's my fellow American, but he represented Germany because he lived, most of his time over there in Germany. He actually played in the youth level of Germany. He played for Bayern Munich actually, but in a B team, let's say development squad, like Bundesliga 2, which is like the Premier League 2, which is development squad / academy, right? So he played in those levels, never made it like in very, very top level. He got injured and focused on coaching, and now he is going to be Brighton new manager. And this is a joke that I made. Next season, next summer, Todd Boehly and his people are going again for him because he's at Brighton, and we're gonna pay probably 30 million release clause to get him after sacking Enzo Maresca. It's a joke. I don't want to sack Enzo Maresca. I want to give him a chance to prove what he can do. But you see, this is how everything connected, right? Everything connected with Brighton. We are absolutely Brighton FC. Anyways, let me just remind you, masterclass from Marc Cucurella today. 62 touches, 3 recoveries, 2 out of 2 tackles won, 4 out of 4 duel won, 1 goal saving block. Yes, it was absolutely a goal, but he saved it. Awesome performance. I'm not telling you that Marc Cucurella is the next coming of Ashley Cole or whatever, but on his day, he's unplayable. He's very good in a good system. But sometimes, most of the time, let's say, since he joined Chelsea, he was really poor, running all over the place. But I think it had something to do with the structure and the system. So hopefully, if we don't sell him, okay, for me, I still believe that this is the right time, like, to sell him and get some money out of him and buy a better, more complete left back. But if we keep him, let's hope that next season he's gonna be very consistent, because the system is gonna be consistent. So we expect players also to be consistent and perform in a very top level. So Gary, Neville, get out my way, leave my club alone, okay? Alfie Gilchrist is going to be loaned out. Everybody knows about it. What I wanted to say about this one, you see, Alfie Gilchrist, if he was at Barcelona, he was going to be starting games. And everybody was going to be saying, wow, what a kid. He's already 20 years old. He's a man already. He's not a kid anymore. He's not a teenager anymore. It's time for him to start playing man football week in, week out. So good luck for the loan. But if he was playing for another team, he was going to be promoted. Like Manchester United, they promoted somebody like Kobe Mino. At Chelsea Football Club, Kobe Mino is not going to be promoted. He was going to be given 2 minutes here, 5 minutes there, just for the vibes. But no development. We were going to play him in different positions just to help in added time. I hope that Enzo Maresca is not going to be Pochettino 2.0, because Pochettino is the most stubborn manager in the history. And people saw us how he was going to develop youngsters, he's going to do such and such, but he's just like anybody else. They hate the kid. They want somebody else to work very hard for the kid in order for them to give them a chance. Bloody hell.